In the heart of ancient China, amidst the backdrop of misty mountains and serene valleys, lived a Zen master named Baso. His reputation as a sage had spread far and wide, drawing seekers from distant lands. Among those who sought his wisdom was a humble and earnest monk named Daiju. One day, Daiju embarked on a long and arduous journey to visit the revered master Baso. He traveled across rugged terrain, through forests and across rivers, until he reached the tranquil monastery nestled amid the mountains. His heart swelled with anticipation as he stood before the gates of the temple, eager to meet the renowned master and seek enlightenment. Baso, the venerable Zen master, received Daiju with a serene presence that spoke of a deep understanding of the human spirit. He beckoned Daiju to come closer and, with a calm voice, asked, "What do you seek?" Without hesitation, Daiju replied with sincerity, "Enlightenment, Master. I seek the profound wisdom that will free me from the cycle of suffering." Baso gazed at Daiju, his eyes like deep pools of wisdom, and then he gently spoke, "You have your own treasure house. Why do you search outside?" Daiju was puzzled by the master's cryptic response. He thought for a moment and then inquired, "Master, where is my treasure house?" Baso, with an enigmatic smile, replied, "What you are asking is your treasure house." The words hung in the air, pregnant with meaning. Daiju felt a shift in his perception, as though a veil had been lifted from his mind. In that moment, a profound realization washed over him like a gentle breeze, carrying away the clouds of confusion that had shrouded his understanding. Daiju was enlightened. The treasure he had sought lay not in some distant realm or esoteric teaching, but within the very core of his being. The key to his enlightenment was the awareness that everything he needed was already present, that the source of wisdom resided within him. From that transformative moment forward, Daiju carried the treasure of enlightenment within his heart. His every action, every word, and every thought radiated with the clarity and compassion of one who had glimpsed the profound truth. He returned to his monastery, eager to share his newfound understanding with his fellow monks and friends. With fervor and sincerity, he urged them, "Open your own treasure house and use those treasures." Daiju's friends were curious but puzzled by his cryptic message. They asked him to explain further. He began to teach them the essence of Baso's wisdom. He explained that each person possessed their own treasure house, a reservoir of inner wisdom, compassion, and enlightenment. It was not something to be sought outside of oneself, but to be discovered within. Daiju guided his friends in meditation and introspection, helping them access their inner treasures. He emphasized that the path to enlightenment lay in recognizing the divinity within, in realizing that they were already complete and whole, lacking nothing. As Daiju's friends began to delve into their own treasure houses, they too experienced moments of profound insight and awakening. The monastery, once a place of silent contemplation, now echoed with the joyous laughter and wisdom of those who had opened their hearts to their own inner treasures. Word of Daiju's teachings spread far and wide, drawing seekers from distant lands to learn from the monk who had embraced the wisdom of Baso. His monastery became a haven of enlightenment, a place where people came to discover the treasures that had always resided within them. Years passed, and Daiju's teachings continued to touch the lives of countless individuals. His own journey toward enlightenment had not ended, but it evolved into a lifelong commitment to guide others on their paths. He recognized that the treasure house of the heart was infinite, and the deeper one delved, the more treasures one discovered. One day, as Daiju sat beneath the shade of a majestic cherry blossom tree, his eyes closed in meditation, a young traveler approached him. The traveler had heard tales of the wise monk and sought his guidance. With a serene smile, Daiju opened his eyes and asked, "What do you seek, my friend?" The traveler replied, "I seek enlightenment, just as you did years ago." Daiju nodded knowingly and spoke, "You have your own treasure house. Why do you search outside?" The traveler, like Daiju in his youth, was puzzled by the monk's words. He inquired, "Where is my treasure house?" Daiju responded with warmth and compassion, "What you are asking is your treasure house." The young traveler's eyes widened as he absorbed the profound wisdom in those words. In that moment, a seed of understanding was planted within his heart, one that would grow into a flourishing tree of enlightenment in the years to come. As Daiju continued to guide and inspire seekers who came to him, the legacy of Baso's wisdom and the teachings of opening one's own treasure house spread far and wide. The truth that enlightenment was not a distant goal, but a timeless presence within each person's heart, became a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who sought the path of wisdom. And so, the story of Daiju and the treasure house of the heart reminds us that the journey to enlightenment is an inner exploration, a return to the source of wisdom and compassion that resides within us all. Just as Daiju learned from his encounter with Baso, we too can embark on the journey of opening our own treasure house and discovering the infinite treasures that lie within.